The single ring lat stretch, as the name suggests, is a really nice way to stretch your lats. Now, this is a little bit more advanced than, say, your pole lat stretch, so just keep that in mind. But nevertheless, we use a ring here. And you want to set this up at about chest to shoulder height. I've meant this about shoulder height for Micah. She's a bit more flexible, a bit more mobile, so a little bit higher up, yeah? And you can play with the height and see how that feels different in terms of stretching intensity. But nevertheless, we have it about this height. Then from there, Micah is going to go into a half kneeling position. Now, if she's stretching her left lat, which means the left hand is on the ring, then the right knee would be up. Yeah, so I think inside hand up, outside knee up. From there, all we're going to do is, for support, initially put the other hand on top. This just makes it a little bit more accessible, a little bit easier to get into. And then all we're going to do is allow our body to slowly sink into this stretch. And you can see we get a bit of, side spinal flexion here. That's cool. Hopefully, do you feel a stretch?
A little bit.
Feels a little bit of a stretch, fantastic. So we've got the option to keep it comfy like this first, or if we want a bit more intensity, we can actually take this hand off completely, and now we're just completely hanging off that one arm, obviously, and this one lat is being stretched. Now, something to mention as well that you can play around with is actually a gentle tuck of the tailbone, and also potentially rounding the upper back. So you can think of my hand pushing your chest towards me, and then you might get a bit more of an intense stretch. Now, one thing I will say when stretching in general is if you're fighting to hold the position, you're making it too hard, your body's actually not going to let you get as much out of it as you could be. So if this is really, really intense, grab that other hand, chuck it on top, and just allow that stretch to be like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, yeah? And that is your single ring lat stretch.